Greetings, everybody. I hope you guys are good. Today, I want to talk about me incorporated, as in you, yourself. Look, a lot of us are always willing to put other people's companies first. That is the company we work for, the corporation, the government, whatever it is. Never ourselves first. We never look at ourselves and say, well, I'm important too. In fact, a lot of us actually have a problem. We have a problem saying even those words. I am valuable. I am important. What I think and what I want matters and is a priority worthwhile being put in front of everything else that I do. And it's in fact from the people that I associate with, whether it's a wife or whatever, a girlfriend or friends, I also deserve to be a priority in their scheme of things because I am important, right? A lot of us are not willing to do that. That's why I think a lot of us are not willing to do branding. That is, we're not willing to brand ourselves per se because we don't believe we're special. We don't believe we've got some super great value inherent in us. We kind of feel we do, but the minute we're asked to stand on stage, do photo shoots, and present ourselves and project ourselves into the universe, we don't want to do that. Not because we are shy. I feel like it's not a shyness, it's a fear of failure, and it's a fear that you're not good enough. On top of that, it's the prioritization. You're willing to sit down in a 5-hour meeting, 10-hour meeting to plan your companies, not even your companies and you own it or anything or you're a shareholder, but that's where you works future plans. What's their 10-year plan? What's their 5-year plan? What's their strategy for the year? How are they dealing with COVID affecting their business, revenue, their processes, their systems? You're willing to sit in meetings for the whole day, for hours. You're willing to spend your whole week. You're willing to spend your whole month, your whole year dedicated, focused, and pouring all your life force and intellect into solving and planning the future of your company, which does not even belong to you. You're just an employee that works there. Yes, you may have a good salary or you may work for a company where the salary is terrible. But the question has to be, if you're so able to spend 10 hours of your mind, 10 hours of your genius, 10 hours of whatever, planning for another company's greatness, why can't you take that same 10 hours and sit down and say, you know, I'm going to take this 10 hours and I'm going to focus on my greatness. I'm going to focus on asking questions about what's my year plan? Where am I going? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What is my plan for how much I'm going to make in this year? How much do I want to make this month? How much do I want to have in my bank account? What do I want to own? Where do I want to go? What do I want to achieve? A lot of us will write down business plans for our bosses. We've got plans, briefs, meetings, this, that, calendar dates of when what is happening. But when we talk about our own lives, we don't have a calendar. We don't have a calendar that says this is happening this month, this is happening that month, this is what needs to happen this year, this is what needs to go out by this date, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I need to focus my energy and time on. When I come back, I can't invest on watching a TV series or a telenovela. I'm going to invest my time on pushing myself forward, whether I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to go taking a jog or I'm going to invest in reading a book that gives me the knowledge that allows me to make better decisions or know what to do to achieve the success I'm looking for. I'm going to invest in going to talk to people that have the knowledge I'm looking for. I'm going to invest in sitting down with a notebook and just spending a couple hours writing and writing and writing until I come to a conclusion as to what's my story. I'm going to spend time reprogramming my mind with visualization and affirmations to change my destiny, to change my habits, to change what I'm doing, to change the way I feel about myself. I'm going to spend that additional 1,000 whatever dollars, whatever currency you're working with on a photo shoot to be able to get the best pictures I've ever had and be able to use them to sell myself to new markets or to new audiences, or just to get a different view of myself psychologically, or to showcase myself from a different angle to interested men and women or potential associates. We don't do that stuff. And the reason is because we don't look at it from that point of view. We don't look at ourselves as important. We're in this system where it's almost like we are continually told the company is important, the public institution is important, but you are not important. Because whenever you sit down and say, well, I'm investing in myself, I'm investing in me me being, I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in me being a motivational speaker, me being a engineer, me being an artist, me being, people don't take it seriously. When you say I'm gonna be an artist, I'm gonna be, I don't know, motivational speaker, I'm gonna build a company. People take it more seriously when you're doing stuff for a known company or for people that are already big. They don't take you seriously when you're investing in yourself. And a lot of us don't, because we are fearful. We sit there and say, if I'm going to spend all my hours investing on Bearded Guy or Bearded on Point Incorporated, what evidence do I have it's going to succeed or become anything? Maybe it's never going to be nothing. We have this fear that what we focus on and believe in has no certainty of success, while that which other people are doing must have certainty of success, when in fact it's the same thing. They just spent their time going through the struggles that were required to get to the success point or to the break-even point, while we are convincing ourselves like, you know what, I'm never going to succeed. If I sit here and focus all my energy on building my ability to whatever it is, maybe it won't go anywhere. We always have that incredible doubt. Of course, it's nice to have, and it's important to have healthy doubt and healthy skepticism of things that you do, so that you're able to vet them and know that you're not delusional when you are trying to do something. That I'm not a delusional person. I think I have the competency to do this, and I think my output is high enough quality. I've entered competitions, I've produced things, I've created things. I've done my own mergers and acquisitions as part of a corporation. I'm going to do mergers and acquisitions for myself. I've done pension fund, equity management for others. I'm going to do it for others. I'm going to do it for myself. It takes a lot of energy for us to start looking at ourselves as a resource, not as I'm a human being, right? I've got a brain, but this brain is separate from my personality, separate from my spirit. This is a resource that I can use to get where I want to go. So is my body. It's a resource I can use to get where I want to go. That's why you go to the gym. That's why you jog. That's why you lift weights. That's why you learn judo, because you're adding value to this physical resource which you depend on to be able to be presently anchored in this life that we live. And you need this mind in order to process information and to get what you would like to get. So you could be saying to yourself, well, I should be investing in myself. I should be planning for myself. If you don't have a plan what your next year is going to be about, what's your plan for the coming year? What are you going to do between now and 2022? What are you going to do now between now and 2025? What are you going to change about your life? If you're not earning enough, how are you going to move to a path of higher earnings? How do you change what the outcomes are going to be for your month, for your week, for your day, going forward into 2022, 2021, 2025? What's your plan? What is your incorporated going to do? What's your image? What's your main area of focus? We all seem to be able to do those things for others on the behalf of companies, but we don't do them for ourselves. We don't take ourselves and say, listen, Microsoft is valuable, Amazon and all these other big corporations are valuable. Exxon Mobil is valuable, but is it more valuable than you to yourself? No, it's not. You are your Exxon, you are your Chevron, you are your Ford, you are your Toyota, your Suzuki, your Nissan brand and corporation and all that. You are the holding company of You Incorporated, and you have to invest in what is your plan, because you know what? If you have a plan, it will at least start driving you towards doing things that make progress happen in your life or make you move in the right direction, versus you do nothing. You sit there and go, okay, you know what? Whatever comes along, comes along. What that means is you will never achieve any great thing, because it all depends on whatever is happening. So if nothing great is happening, that's what happens for you. While a person who decides I'm going to do something great will seek it out in terms of where they go, who they talk to, what they invest their money in, what they invest their time in. You've got to have a plan for yourself. You cannot spend your entire life being a genius at giving plans to your company, giving plans to anybody but the most important person in your life. You have to have a plan for yourself. What is your 2021 plan? What are you doing different? What are you going to learn? How are you going to grow? How are you going to make more money? How are you going to have more freedom? How are you going to have less debt? How are you going to have a better mind? How are you going to be healthier? How are you going to be a better lover, a better father, a better brother, a better doctor, a better engineer, a better advertising executive, a better photographer, a better whatever you do, singer, rapper, a farmer. How are you going to be a better blogger? What is your growth trajectory? What are you going to do different? What is your purpose? Where are you going with your life? How, it doesn't matter if even if it's just to say, I would love to spend a whole year surfing in Hawaii or in Durban or in Cape Town, South Africa, or in Australia. That's a valid plan. Your life is your life and you can choose to do with it as you please. But you must at least have a plan to do that. Because life is short. You never know when you're going to go. Any day, anything can happen. On top of that, though, why don't we start believing in ourselves a little bit more? Why don't we just start believing that we can achieve the things we want to achieve? We can be what we want to be, and let go of that fear and let go of that doubt that I am valuable, I am enough, because you are. You definitely are. You must just continue consistently adding value to yourself and staying on the path that you've chosen to take. And do have a plan, guys. I found that odd because, you know what? You'd spend so much time on company goals, policies, workshops, and then you turn around and say, where's my workshop? Where's the workshop about me, Inc.? Where's the workshop where I talk about how I'm going to change my style? Where's the workshop about what I'm going to change about what I believe? Where's the workshop about how I'm going to earn twice as much as I'm earning right now per month? Where's that workshop at? We're not having those workshops. We're having workshops with everybody and their uncle but ourselves. Workshop you. Spend a week. Go and do a retreat where the plan isn't somebody else's business. It's your business, or it's your individual self-growth. It could just be 3-4 days that you spend saying, you know what, I'm gonna go spend 3 days away. In those 3 days, I'm gonna discuss what I am going to learn in terms of education, whether it's a master's, whether it's certificates, diplomas, or apprenticeship. What am I going to learn to add value to myself in terms of, even if it's just for the sake of the joy of knowing for yourself? What are you going to do? What is your plan for you? It is okay. Treat yourself like an important company. Treat yourself like an important client. Law firms do that. Accounting and consultancy firms do that. They treat all these clients and give them plans and help them think about themselves. It's time to do the same for you. Give yourself the private, the VIP treatment. Take yourself for a retreat and plan your life, plan your year, plan your marriage, plan where your life is going and how you can be the most valuable person that you possibly can be. And that's how you can start to live the life that you want to live. It's a thought of how you can take yourself forward. Until next time, guys, do more, be more, become more on your purpose.